because I felt through my experiences and my studying and understanding of current day ways they process food that I didn't want to be a part of it. And I'm not putting myself on a pedestal to say I'm more healthier than someone that eats me. I'm not saying that. That's why I said I did the research. I had my personal experiences that made me conclude to it. And so if I add on other things like increasing my water intake, is to add to that lifestyle instead of moving in a frenzy of a moment and saying, oh, I'm going on a diet. Pump your brakes. Because that mindset of going on a diet can make you spend so much money to get a certain visual to the point that it just might deliver. But because it's not a lifestyle and you jump back to the regular you end up doubling your weight or getting back what you took away. That's why I'm using the word continue, because along with emotional wellness, you want to continue to move in a direction that makes yourself better. Not go in a frenzy and jump the gun and say I'm doing a diet. 2019, new me, new diet. No. It's not healthy emotionally. You put yourself in a frenzy. You're moving around anxiously. Let me work out. Then you turn around because you wasn't pacing yourself. By the third or fourth month, you fade out because you was moving in an emotional frenzy. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. And let me say this in the relationship area. Don't let 2019 become so eventful that you think, oh, I'm tired of going through problems with my significant other. Let me jump the gun and be out. If you move in that emotional frenzy of thinking new things, no problems, everyone has problems. Everyone. Even Michelle and Obama. And I pulled them because we look at them in the media and we assume everything is picture perfect. But anybody that's been with somebody for an extensive amount of time, you know disagreements will happen. Misunderstandings will happen. Growth will happen. Change of self will happen. And so with all of those things, they could be labeled a problem or labeled just a normal part of relationships. You got to look at it like this. You got two different people, and I say this even in my counseling sessions. You have two different people coming together from two different worldviews, two different upbringings, two different convictions. Yes, y'all can have commonality. Yes, y'all can have chemistry, but it doesn't take away from the fact that y'all wasn't raised in the same household. Y'all can have similar worldviews, but at the end of the day, your eyes are still placed in two different bodies. And so knowing that there's a fusion that has to go on in relationships, and during that fusion is irritation and friction, because it's a fusion of worlds coming together and becoming one. And so knowing that there will be certain things that you have to assess. And it's even safe to assess if you prematurely jump into something. So, as we roll into 2019, we want to use the word continue. Continue when it comes to our relationships. Continue when it comes to our commitment to self. Continue when it comes to our job efforts. Now, part of that continue, and this is why I want you to use the word continue instead of start, because you can jump the gun. Continue on bringing your desires and your ideas into reality by one, saying to yourself, enough is enough. It's 2018. It's about to be 2019. It's time for me to continue taking these steps towards living out my God-given desire to be X, Y, and Z in the world. Continue. 2019 can bring a sense of urgency to start really calculating, mapping out the steps that you need to do, the opportunities you need to embrace. There's never a right time as better as right now. And so you can begin thinking in that process and moving in that direction so you can become a better you in the commitment level that you have towards yourself. And what you want to see in your life, not just for you, but also for your kids and your kids' kids. You're leaving a lasting legacy. And I know in 2018 you heard that word way too much, but it's putting people in a frame of mind to think on the long scale of things. The long scale of things, not just right now. Christmas just passed, and we bought people a lot of good things. But what type of impression in your life are you leaving on them to create a legacy of empowerment, a legacy of leadership? They're the most beautiful gifts you can give to kids, people that's looking up to you. And so I want you to get into the frame of mind of continue. Even when it comes to bettering yourself, actually putting in your heart a sense of urgency of actually getting counseling, getting therapy, adding to you. Some of those, I don't want to deal with the issues that I dealt with in 2018, might need to sit down, might need to talk with someone. Continue, okay? It was a toxic relationship you had to let go of it in 2018, continue in that process. Sit down with someone, talk to them. Because I guarantee, no matter how the situation was and the relationship was built, you played a part. Whether you was mute about situations or you vocalized too much, you played a part in how that relationship evolved. So sometimes sitting down with a therapist, with a life coach, it'll help you bounce those thoughts off. We call it a sounding board, where you actually start seeing exactly how you think and actually considering things that you never considered. So let's not jump the gun. This is 2019. Let's embrace this new year. Let's be excited about it, but let's be intentional about continuing to become a better us. This concludes ER, Emotional Response Podcast, Life Coaching with Ink, Ivory.